Hi, I'm Dr. G, and we have to talk about vaping and kids. First, let's talk about who we should be talking to about this. Kids as young as third grade need to know what vaping is, what Juul pods look like, what vapes look like, and that's just an easy Google image search away. Don't be afraid of showing these things to your kids, because if you don't, when someone else does, they won't know what it is. We should be talking to middle schoolers about this and high schoolers as well. So if we should be talking about it, what is it? Vaping is a way to get usually nicotine-filled vapor into your lungs. Why is it bad? Well, Juul pods, just for example, when they're used the way they're usually smoked by kids, the amount of nicotine that gets into them with one Juul pod is equivalent to smoking 20 cigarettes in a row. There are dangers to cigarettes that Juul pods and vapes don't have, but they have plenty of dangers on their own, and it seems safer to kids. It's also much easier to not get caught doing this because it doesn't smell like cigarettes. And some of them look like thumb drives, and some of them look like a box of a deck of cards, but smaller. Sometimes it looks like an actual pen. So you need to know what it can look like, and so does your child, and they need to know what it is. The vape liquid itself, even if your child was getting some that didn't have nicotine in it, is pretty chemically close to smoking windshield wiper fluid. And I know you wouldn't want them to do that either. They probably wouldn't want to do that either. But it doesn't always taste bad. Recently, the really fruit-flavored and candy-flavored ones have been removed from most markets. But everything that's ever been available is still available. So let your child know this might taste good and be dangerous. Some of the most dangerous vaping out there has to do with vaping THC, but there is a lot that we as physicians still don't know about why this is harming people as much as it is, why it's causing higher rates of addiction, which leads me to say how you should talk about this. For the youngest kids, you're giving them information and your value. I hope that you're catching them before this is even a thing for them, to let them know this is a dangerous thing that's out there. Please be careful of it, and let me know when you come into contact with somebody who suggests that you try this or shows it to you. As kids get a little bit older, start by asking them questions. Ask your middle schooler, what do you know about vaping? What do you know about pods or about juuling? And then listen to their answer. They might be already pretty knowledgeable about this, or they might be really naive. But what they really need to know is that you're a person they can talk to about this. Not that you're a subject matter expert. That's okay. There are going to be a lot of things that our kids come into contact with in their lives where they're not subject matter experts. What we want to teach them to do is to ask good questions and get their information from trustworthy sources. This is the good news about talking to our kids about juuling and vaping. If you talk to a middle schooler or a high schooler who's using this regularly, they're likely addicted. And even if you tell them to stop, even if they want to stop, they may not be able to. Nicotine is highly addictive. So they need extra support and extra help to quit. They may need help to want to quit, and then they definitely will need help to stop using it entirely. This is the who and the what and the why and the how of starting the conversation with our kids about vaping. Remember, there are going to be lots of conversations that we need to have with our kids about things that we don't know as much about as we'd like. That's no reason to not start.